Hi beautiful people, welcome back. Hope everybody is doing fantastic wherever you are in this world. Happy 4th of July. Let me just say this, she tried it, and what I'm referring to is, without a crystal ball, tried to get in good graces with Dustin Dailey and left a message under one of his videos that he recently just released. And before we move on from that, if you don't know, Dustin Dailey is doing the series on his channel exposing people that try to ruin him, cancel him, and just try to take him out. During the James Charles Tati Westbrook Dramageddon, whatever the situation was called, there are 2 episodes out, and I will link them in the description box, because after watching both episodes, I was left speechless. When I say with my mouth wide open, there are some truly conniving, fake, evil, manipulative people out there. So with all that said, left a comment under his video and his supporters were not having it. And I appreciate them for that. But also I feel, and I personally have seen Nick and Dustin grow, and not from being shitty human beings, but from being in shitty situations and coming out shining. I did reach out to Dustin and he did give me a statement, which I will get into, but before that, my usual disclaimer. Please do not take what I say as fact. Feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusion. And also a huge thank you to these people for these screenshots. First of all, thank you so much to Balls 2.0 on Instagram. Leave her link down in my description box, so please feel free to go follow on Instagram. I actually retrieved the screenshots that's on your screen right now from her Instagram page, but she did say that she retrieved this screenshot from Reddit. So a huge shout out to Reddit. I'll also leave Reddit down below. You guys can go follow that page. And secondly, a huge shout out to Frisco Chicken for catching and getting hold of this screenshot from comment section in Dustin's video. She had no business, in my opinion. I was minding my own business, working on my Dre McRae video, and then I was made aware of Katie Joy's shenanigans and the damn nerve she has. Once again, she has to claim victim and involve herself in someone else's story. No ma'am, not today. Also, this should be no surprise to anybody, because Katie Joy has had issue with Dustin in the past. And also, with going back to her lawsuit with Tati, she was the one to scream like from the highest rooftops to Dustin, Rich, and Nick. Y'all do not stop involving yourselves in my lawsuits. I will get y'all involved in this lawsuit. This woman is an idiot. Like I said, she left a comment under Dustin's video, and this is what it read. Dustin, I'm really enjoying these videos, and it's giving me so much new perspective about you. I appreciate that you're sticking to the facts as much as possible and are pretty clearly. Dustin, I'm really enjoying these videos and it's given me so much new perspective about you. I appreciate that you are sticking to the facts as much as possible, and I see pretty clearly that you weren't as biased as people claimed, especially about Jeffree Star. I was a new channel when Dramageddon 2 hit and knew next to nothing. A group of channels that weren't new were telling me horrible things about you and Nick. I think that for sure influenced my initial opinions about you. First, foremost, off the bat, what bull fucking shit is she talking about? And the nerve to say that she appreciates that he's sticking to facts. That's the only reason, in my opinion, and I'm not blowing smoke up anybody's arse. This is just how I've always felt about Dustin. He always comes with the truth, the facts, the receipts to back everything up. So the nerve to actually say that I appreciate that he is sticking to facts as much as possible, really? You may have been a new channel when Dramageddon was going on, but you had a huge channel when Dramageddon was going on, because you inserted yourself in Tati Westbrook's life. You made that choice to be a voice for Clark Swanson. You chose to do all that. So cut the bullshit about how you were manipulated. You weren't manipulated. You did everything that you did with open arms. Let's not forget that. They just chose and gave you what you wanted so they could get what they needed, and that was your source, for you just to name and give all the fucking receipts you had from Clark Swanson. So cut the bullshit on how other people influenced you and how you were manipulated. You were a grown fucking woman. No grown fucking woman that claims to be so smart the way you claim to be, that you're even part of Mensa, can be manipulated. Cut the bullshit, Katie Joy. This is all just bullshit, period. Nobody was telling you anything horrible about Nick and Dustin. You were the one fucking saying the horrible things about Nick. And when you said that shit about Nick, that's what opened my eyes to you, Katie Joy, which we're going to get into later. James was also in my DMs at this time. It's very weird because I had 5,000 subscribers at the time. He was dumping so many new details about people that I didn't know. Looking back, it was manipulative. Look how manipulative Katie Joy is, okay? She says that she only had 5,000 subscribers. No. When Katie Joy was going through all this with Tati, she had over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And as you can see from the screenshot, it shows you on Twitter, she only had over 7,000, nearly 8,000. And as you can see from the screenshot, it actually states Katie Joy and Dustin have similar YouTube audience sizes, but there seems to be a discrepancy in their Twitter followings. Wonder why that could be. So look at the manipulation she uses in this post. Like she's the smaller YouTuber that everybody was ganging up on. That's not true. And as for James, as per what we saw, what you showed, James Pauls was giving you the heads up. He wasn't coming and manipulating you in any way. He was trying to save your ass. I was so green on YouTube, I didn't understand parasocial relationships, stan culture, or even drama world. Going through a lawsuit with Tati actually taught me a lot and gave me a lot more clarity about what was actually going on at the time. This is why we were able to settle bull fucking shit. They realized that people with a lot of influence were manipulating my naivete about YouTube. Bullshit again. They realized that I hadn't defamed them, but was actually being fed info from people close to them that was disparaging. You didn't learn shit going through that lawsuit with Tati, because let's look at where you are today. Possibly facing lawsuit number 6 after what you did to the Dorico family, Katie Joy, not so long ago, where you accused a man of being a predator. We accused him of doing heinous things to his nephews. Please, you guys, go watch my previous video. You'll see the cease and desist that was sent to Katie Joy because of the same actions she took with Tati Westbrook, she's still doing to this day. So cut the bullshit of you've learned a lot. You got so much more clarity. You got shit. I feel I owe you an apology for forming an opinion about you that was negative. I recognize my behavior during the lawsuit was a mess, and I said a lot of things I didn't mean, really. I was terrified of the entire platform coming for me based upon lies. A woman incites herself into the lawsuit, Natalie, who I didn't know, and turned my life, or she must have meant my life, upside down. She went after my son and Tati's lawyer's daughter. And what about Emily's sons? We had to get the FBI involved. Tati and her team realized that I wasn't using fake accounts, sending threats, or working with bots. It was all this woman named Natalie. You can still stick to the fact that it was all Natalie that did the wrong, but it's still my belief, and just for legal purposes, it's my opinion that Katie Joy actually used Natalie to do all the shit because she knew she had a disability and that it wouldn't fall back on her, aka Katie Joy, in any way. So I still stand on that. As I say, it's just my opinion that Katie Joy uses people with disabilities to do her dirty work. Creepshow also targeted me and accused of abusing my son and faking his illness. I know how much damage she can cause. I'm sorry you both experienced that too. First of all, Creepshow Art is a piece of shit, no doubt about that. But Creepshow Art got nothing, absolutely nothing wrong about you in her video. I wish I can retrieve that video and we can go through it again. I'm going to try my best to actually try to do that. moving on. I don't always agree with your takes, but I appreciate the time you've taken to reflect and do this later after your emotions died down. I wish I would have done that. Anyway, just wanted to say this. I don't know if you will receive it well and understand if you don't. I think we've both been targeted by the same people, and I know how stressful and agonizing it is. I'm sorry you went through any of that too. Sam called me horrible names and also accused me of crimes I didn't commit. All the people you call out at the end went after me too. I'll be continuing to watch the series you are doing. Katie Joy. What a fucking nerve. The nerve. Well, Frisco Chicken also sent me these screenshots to which it says, OMG Dustin, please don't believe any of this BS Katie Joy is trying to spew. Since Tati, she's been sued 3 more times and just got a cease and desist from Dion DeRico, and will get a lawsuit in that. Number 5, she has learned nothing from her previous lawsuits as far as I can tell. She continues to harass, lie and defame. It's disgusting. I 100% agree with you. To which Katie Joy responds, not true. The other lawsuits settled and one of them was never filed. Todd Chrisley is in prison and I never defamed him. Dion DeRico isn't going to sue me. The only lawsuit I have is with a man that is being sued right now in Los Angeles for sexual battery, human trafficking, and a host of other allegations. So keep going. I've learned I can't stop narcissists from suing me. Let's not forget, Katie Joy, you admitted to being a narcissist, so cut the bullshit. I did reach out to Dustin and I asked him about the latest shenanigans that Katie Joy pulled, and he did give me a statement, and I quote, I am actually astonished that Katie took 2 milliseconds to acknowledge anyone but herself. I find it odd that Katie had the unmitigated audacity to leave a comment on a video of me discussing how people demonized me with lies and slander and tried to align herself as victim, all while she took part in this smear campaign, unknowingly of what was going on or not, against myself and many other people. She called Nick a meth head, and it's something I will not move past. Nothing is below Katie, and this feels like an attempt to start anew, and I'm not at all interested. Anyone that uses someone's sobriety as a means to get a dig in at someone is the lowest form of human. So with that, I pay her what's on a windowsill. Dustin Dailey. A huge thank you to Dustin for being so kind as to answer me. As I said, you guys, my hat goes off to Dustin and Nick. I followed them for years now, and as I said, I've seen them grow, really grow. So yes, if you want to say I'm biased, absolutely. And at the end of the day, Katie Joy, is the island getting a bit too lonely for you? And I hope you realize that you have severely burnt a lot of bridges. And by the way, a small tidbit of advice, you know, if you want to mend some relationships, I suggest you do it privately. And by the way, this comment is no longer under the comment section of Dustin's video. At least just try to reach out and empathize with them privately, or tell them how you relate to them privately, just to build that relationship up again. But that's just me. So Katie Joy, you are not a good person. You have really done some serious damage to a lot of people. Yet also, this could be a very calculated move on Katie Joy's part, because recently she has been under a lot of fire because of all her bullshit that she usually does. She doesn't do her due diligence. She doesn't do her research properly. She just takes people's word. She doesn't do the right thing. So at the end of the day, she didn't learn shit from previous lawsuits, from previous situations that she was in that led to lawsuits. So in my opinion, this is just all just strategy by her, thinking that Dustin would have, and I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to Dustin to either receive her or reject her, but clearly we've seen that he rejected her. So she wants to put it out there to people that, oh look, I'm this good person, I'm trying to mend fences, I'm extending the olive branch, but nobody wants to accept it. How can people accept it? Look at the type of person you are, Katie Joy. For me personally, you're always going to be that manipulative, vindictive, vile con artist that I see on a daily basis. But that's just me. That's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Have a fantastic 4th of July. Please be safe out there. Please take care of those puppies and all those other animals that don't like those loud noises. Stay safe out there. Be kind to one another, and don't forget, make good memories. Bye guys.